You for having me on. Thanks for letting me come and share with you today. A little bit about me is I've been in emergency management for more than 17 years, and my background is a little bit of a mixed background. I started in first response and transitioned to emergency management based on a need that was found, and I ended up just falling in love with it and did a full transition to all I do now is leadership and emergency management and help build not only people but the programs and the profession overall. So my goal is to help identify shortfalls and fill those up with not only the systems and processes that could help benefit not only the people but the profession. And my background allows me to do that because I have a really diverse background. I've worked as an EMT, I've worked as fire, I've worked in law enforcement, and now emergency management. And I was certified in all those things because I worked in educational law enforcement where we had to respond to everything. That was huge in building what it is that I do. I've since transitioned to be a business owner and collaborator in many different things as it relates to how do we provide the services and capabilities and resources that the emergency manager may need or a jurisdiction may need. And I named that theory into practice because I feel like especially when it comes to emergency management, there's a lot of theory on that. And there's a lot of classroom learning, but when it actually comes to doing it, we need to be taking that, putting that into practice and then helping educate others on that as well. So when I got the request to talk on leadership from Michael, I was, number one, I was honored. Number two, I jumped at it because I'm very passionate about leadership. I'm almost as passionate about leadership as I am about emergency management. And ultimately, leadership is defined in many different ways. And it's the same as emergency management. If you asked 100 different emergency managers to define emergency management, you're probably going to hear 100 different answers. And leadership is the same way. And when you give somebody a request to say, what is it that you do?